on the wrong side of the road today. Hey everybody. Shut down Tony. Boy, did I just get lucky. While I was walking around outside with the sun, I got video of Tony Spell riding his bike to the end of his paved area. And then walking across the street to check his mail. So if we're going to see any response, we'll probably see one soon. Otherwise, good for him for not responding. That would be, you know, like the normal human thing to do when someone's in their, you know, privately owned driveway. Unlike, of course, what they do, anytime I leave the church and come over here and go inside my friend's house, they love to sit there until my car leaves. Yeah, that's a little weird. Not really a whole lot going on. But this is just being recorded for posterity's sake. See if we can see. Do I actually have to be on the side of the road for them to come out en masse like we've seen in many videos? Or can I just be visible in a place that in no way concerns them and invoke the same response? My bet is that Grandma will be here within the next 10 minutes. We will see. I would play some radio or music, but I don't want to get a Digital Millennium Copyright Act violation, so, or have my video shortened. So, yeah, it's going to be quiet and boring for a little while. We'll see what happens. I know this stream won't be super entertaining, but you know, some of these are more investigatory than they are about anything else. And anytime you're trying to figure out, you know, some behind the scenes information or see how unnecessarily people react to things that are none of their business, like me being stopped at a friend's driveway. I can stop here all I want, just like I can on the side of the road. As long as I'm not parked on the shoulder, I can park in the 15 feet of servitude, which I have no idea what one guy's complained about being messed up. It's the servitude, A. B, grass in Louisiana grows in like a day. C, anything in a ditch, the moment it rains, the ditch is fixed. I don't think whoever that is understands the nature of the ground in Louisiana. That's what we get for having these foreign people try and tell us what we need to be doing down here. I wish the welcome sign didn't block my view of people coming from Tony's on-site house to the regular parking lot. Otherwise, I could see both other entrances. I find it hilarious they put up American flags for Memorial Day, but they don't understand that the responsibilities that come with their rights are to the health, welfare, and safety of others, including their own congregations. So what they're doing, while no law has been passed to in any way restrict their freedom to practice or anything else having to do with freedom of religion, they're in adherence to the 10-person limit, and now the 25% capacity limit is extraordinarily unnecessary. They're going out of their way to defy everything that we need to do during the pandemic. They're flaunting it in the face of the government, and soon we will see his hearings and trials begin, and we'll see how this plays out in court. I'm sure more than once he will see the inside of a jail cell. Oh, also, please, everyone, wear masks. When I have to go to a convenience store or somewhere else, 90% of people are not wearing masks in many locations. If you're going inside anywhere, you have to wear a mask. It's not for you, it's for everyone else. Masks are only effective if we all do it. It's like herd immunity with inoculations. It's just how it works. Please, please, please wear masks. There's a supporter. I don't even have to be parked at the house. I mean, at the church. Still get support. Tony, you gonna send out some weird people to watch me? Do I have to go park back on your side of the road? It's okay, that's not my next location. Well, so far this test of the LTC apostolic emergency alert system is not showing a lot of response. That's good. Although it is daytime. I will repeat this process after dark and see if something different happens. Though I won't actually sit in the car, I'll just set up a tripod when my car being visible and go inside and chill, but it'll be all the same. Just looking for people that find the need to look at me, looking at them, looking at me. It's a whole lot of fun. I'm glad to see they aren't showing up in droves. On many occasions, by now, there'd be 10 people here. And I see nary a car in sight. Now I'm trying to take a couple variables out. I'm not on their side of the road. I'm not constantly protesting. I'm not, I don't have my tripod set up so it's obvious that I'm broadcasting. No cone out, giving me greater visibility because I don't need one here. Just trying to see about being located on that side of the road for a few minutes, being noticed by someone, coming over here, been directly noticed by Tony. Now, waiting here to see if any reaction occurs. Well, to give credit where credit is due, I've not seen any reaction to my being over here, even though I've been seen over here. I have to give them credit for that. At least during the day, they're not stalking my car at places that are nowhere near them, or that are of none of their business. They are the giant organization that's being protested, with their public figures giving up his, real right to privacy. Private citizens' homes, however, have an expectation of privacy, and being watched is not necessarily illegal, but definitely part of a pattern of behavior that's been observed by these people, becoming more and more militant. I hate for them to go David Koresh, but it could happen. Let's go back across the street and see if anything changes. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen, but I'm not going to set it back up till I park after this U-turn. U-turn. So everybody knows I'm safely driving. U-turn. Look, you can make this U-turn without driving onto this shoulder like the people do who try to kill me. Wow, isn't that crazy? Huh. And now for anybody that says there's some sort of problem with the grass, look, the grass is fine. There's no problems at all. Oh no. The grass is all here. What are we gonna do? Oh. All right, let's set this all back up. Get it turned so we can see both entrances. A bit of an incline here, making this more fun. One more thing, let's see. Looks a lot better a minute ago. Alright. See both entryways this way. Sorry about the sun. The sun is the sun. And we're going to sit back and wait and see if we get any people coming in now. I think I'll go sit outside with my son. I don't know. I don't want to overly tax them. Well, screw it. It's fun to be out with the sun. Uh-oh. We got somebody already. That was probably from me being across the street, if anything. Let's see where this guy goes. Mm-hmm. Is that the same guy that was here before unloading and loading, or is that just some other jerk? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Walks behind his truck, walks back to it. See if it videos me. No? You gonna go inside or something? You can do something that seems like you're actually doing something? Oh no, you're gonna pick up trash. Yeah, that's why you got there. I'm sure. Got no evidence to contrary, but that just seems like the most likely thing. Oh, he's getting back in his truck and he's leaving. Had to pick up that trash near that thing real quick. That was vital. Vital. Let's see which way he comes back out. He's going down the Blackwater side. Looks like he might be parking. He is parking. Or stopping weird. I don't know. Nope, going forward. Oh, maybe back. Huh. This guy's a strange dude. Even for strange dudes. Maybe he's waiting on somebody. There we go. See if I can get my little camera holder up and a good angle to see him while still zoomed in. I'm also looking through all this glare. Oh. Oh, this white truck has come about, and that other truck is leaving. I missed that while I was trying to set up my camera. All right. Well, right now we can still see everything going on out of both driveways. I don't know where that white truck stuck up from, but I'm guessing from Tony's. Still overall good. They don't seem to be spying on me. Well, that's good. We'll see how they do again tonight. I'm going to give up on this for now. Well, they passed one test. That's the first time ever. Y'all have a great afternoon. personal stuff. So there was a guy, that guy. Come in here. Are you following me? Why are you following? Yeah, why are you following me in here?
I was just gonna say hi, man.
Well, it's a little weird.
The two boys that helped you with the wreck, the two boys that been that's
Yeah.
my son.
Oh, okay, well, I appreciate that. It's just a little weird when people follow me.
Well, I just saw you go down and turn around.
Wait, I needed to turn around.
Trey, you don't bother me, man.
All right.
So,
some people feel a little different.
in my preference, I wish you wouldn't do the house, but the church.
I haven't done anything to the house,
Yeah.
and it's from the church property. I've only ever recorded the house from the church property and never outside of what's visible from the public domain.
I know. I mean, I know.
And that was when the church service was going on to get him off of house arrest for assaulting me. So I've had that personal feeling that that was not correct. I haven't filmed his house since.
When all this is over, and I know you say that you don't believe in God, you believe in science. When all this is over, and we get it beyond us, would you come be my guest for one service?
I'm sorry, but no. I've been to plenty of services of all different types of Christian faiths. I've studied this. I have a degree in religious studies.
From where?
LSU.
Huh?
LSU. Also one in philosophy, also one in history, also general studies and liberal arts. So I have a lot of degrees. I'm very familiar with what religion's about, and I've used my education to determine my exact worldview.
That's really why I come back, because I wanted to personally invite you to be my guest.
That's fun. I appreciate it, and it's nice. It's obviously sincere what you're saying. A lot of people say some things that are like that, but their sincerity level seems a little bit lower.
I'm the one that came at the protest and offered you a plate.
I understand that.
I think my wife did as well.
I mean, that's a nice gesture, but
I'm just saying,
my concerns with COVID-19 make me want to not.
Well, look here. We've been having church for 60 days in close proximity. No masks, no gloves. Okay? 60 days. We've had some that's had the virus or had a flu-like virus. We've had some. But according to what they've said, there ought to be 50 people dead.
Not necessarily. It could be people that those people have been in more contact with at their homes. There's a lot of things.
Even the government now.
And all the potential asymptomatic carriers.
That's not even true.
Actually, that one study. Wait, no.
Not even true.
Yes, it is. That one study that was debunked in no way invalidates the 30 other studies that have come to very similar conclusions. There's also no evidence. There's no evidence that supports having had it will keep you from getting it again, and that no one knows how long. Yeah, but our medical system is already set up for the flu. We're not set up for 80,000 extra dead people in 3 months.
But it ain't there.
We've had 80,000 dead.
Not just from COVID.
Yes, just from COVID.
We'll have to agree to disagree friendly.
That's the minimum number that have died from COVID. The statistics are minimum.
It's not even close to what.
Yes, it is. Science doesn't make up stuff and lie.
Well, look,
that's just how science works.
I wanted to invite you. I wanted you to know that
I will be turning you down graciously, just so you know. But I've been to plenty of churches and plenty of services.
So
I know they are not for me.
Are you continuing to protest?
I'm protesting COVID-19, both the phase 1 reopening of the state capitol, and if y'all exceed the 25% capacity, which I've been doing some counts and estimates to. I don't want to accuse y'all of exceeding if you're not, and I do want to accuse you of exceeding if my minimal counts say otherwise. That's my right.
Let me ask you a question.
What's that?
Why don't you protest Walmart and Home Depot?
Because they're not exceeding their numbers of allowable people, and they sell essential services.
We're essential.
No, you sell a service that can easily be done in her. Yeah, a church is just another kind of business.
But anyway,
you sell salvation.
I just want you to know
And you
there's
sell-
a friendly face around here.
I like having some friendly faces because, like last
I don't
night,
agree with you.
that's fine.
That's
We don't have to agree.
thing
That's
about
America. I agree 100%. We can disagree over everything.
I support Donald Trump too, and I'm sure we disagree on that.
Yeah, I'm not a Trump supporter, but at the same
We're gonna have
time,
him another 4 years, Trey.
no, he's down by 6% in the polls.
Let me tell you something. The media lies so much. They the worst cancer to this country.
I know that has been pushed as a meme since the 1950s. Around the same time, the founding myth of this being a Christian nation was created. This is not a Christian nation. The Bill of Rights, all of them, are antithetical to the Bible. Freedom of religion is anti-biblical.
I disagree because I've read history too.
Well,
I've read the letters of George Washington.
Yeah, he was a
Thomas
deist.
Jefferson.
Also a deist. They say God and never Jesus. That was before.
That is what some people that
No.
study today.
No, that's what everyone has said up until the 1950s.
No.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen firsthand sources from the period.
I've read the letters written by George Washington.
Yeah, I've read the first-hand copies of those letters, and had to do historical papers on them.
I'm not going to sit here and argue over things. We disagree on a lot.
We
That's
do.
Okay, we're Americans.
Yeah, we can disagree as long as we can live together
That
peacefully.
is, when it all boils down to it, we live in the greatest nation in the world. We have the greatest freedoms in the world, and we're not going to lose them.
Well, I
If
just
we
think
have to
that it's always important to remember that those freedoms come with responsibilities.
They do, but there are freedoms. And if we have to take up arms to keep them,
No freedom
there's enough men, gun owners in the United States.
that the United States military would destroy them.
But you got to look at 95% of that military is our family.
They will not defy the military, and
That's our family.
yeah, it's also
That's
my
our-
family,
yeah.
and everyone else, and 2/3 of this country is against what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
No, there you're confused.
Nope. You're a vocal minority.
Hey, no, sir. You have a good evening, all right?
All right.
Stay
Would you
safe.
also tell the people in there to stop referring to me as persecuting them? I'm one person, one atheist. I cannot possibly persecute a majority, or even a larger group than myself. That is a physical impossibility of the word. And y'all can say all kinds of things about me, but that I am somehow persecuting you personally, I don't have that ability. You can say that about the government or all kinds of people, but when they say it about me, I do find it offensive.
I don't have any control over anything.
I know, but I mean, you can pass the word along to people. I'm not allowed to talk to you. That's all I'm asking. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't.
Me and my family, we treat everybody equally.
And I've appreciated that. Now that I know who your family is, that's been the people that have interacted the best.
And I don't know, are you recording us right now?
Technically, I'm kind of recording that way. I mean, I leave this thing on all the time. I've had too many random things happen. Not necessarily because of y'all, but, some wild cards that have come out of the church, mostly probably
we're
business.
having a youth rally in July, right?
Yeah, I've heard about that. I hope that goes well for y'all.
Probably about 3,000 people.
It's a lot of people to have out here. They're going to a camp or something, or at this place?
Probably going to have a big tent erected.
Oh, well, that gives you a lot of extra room.
I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. But got a lot of people from all over the world coming.
Well, I hope Good luck with that.
You're welcome to come.
No, thank you. Also, I'm not really a youth.
How old are you, Trey?
39.
I'm 42. You
Well,
married?
I'm divorced.
Divorced? Any children?
No.
3.
The stock market crash, and then the recession, and then the flood kind of all came at the times when we were thinking about having children. Didn't make it the most feasible times.
Kind of rough, huh?
Yeah, it's like we had 3 times we were looking for it, and 3 major disasters. So that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
What kind of work did you do before you was disabled?
Originally, I did phone company work. I was a installation and maintenance, climb poles and stuff. I got in a bad accident.
Where at?
Lovett Road.
Really?
Yeah, a school bus decided to pass a garbage truck in one of their curves. Yeah, so went in no passing zone. So the 2 things in front of me was a school bus and a garbage truck.
What'd you hit?
The back of my car hit I took the ditch. The back of my car was hit by the school bus, and then I was thrown into a tree. Money mostly just paid for the $500,000 of surgery I had to have.
What was wrong?
A lot of back issues, things in my left hip.
You should have got McKernan.
I got a pretty good guy. I mean, we settled well. And I mean, I was able to buy my grandparents' house and buy them a house to live in. And then the money I had left over kind of went away in the stock market crash.
Right now, if you got any money's the time to buy. Everything's low.
Yeah.
But once you lose,
I mean,
it
I work.
Kind of makes you gun shy.
Well, right now I'm working. I mean, I rent out my house, and my family owns an antique business. I work with them. I do the restorations. Sometimes man one of the stores. And well, my COVID-19 blogging is becoming another job too. So that one doesn't pay. Oh no. The parts about y'all were the beginning. The protests that I do about my feelings about Tony Spell are separate. And any parody videos I do, that's all separate. But things I do about COVID-19, or I go down to the state capitol during governor's addresses and speak my mind on how I feel.
What do you feel about John Bell Edwards?
I like John Bell Edwards, but I think that he's trying to play both sides right now.
So you are for him, just like
in general,
implementing martial law. And
I don't believe we've had anything like martial law.
I'm just saying, but that's what you would like to happen.
No.
People be arrested for having church.
I don't want people to be arrested for having church. I want them to be responsible enough for not having church. But I don't think church is the issue here. I think it's assembly rights.
What do you think they're going to do when LSU starts playing?
Hopefully not play.
What do you think they're going to do?
Hopefully not play.
You know how much Coach O makes a year?
Yeah, and
what's he make a year?
118 million.
Last year I think it was 4 million with the championship.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of what's his name?
How they gonna pay all that if they don't play?
Tiger Athletic Foundation has 3 years of back pay. Yeah.
Me and you both know.
I went to LSU and I know a good bit about their finances. I understand how those things work, but it's way more important to me that people not be sick than play football.
Man, I ain't stopped doing nothing. I've been everywhere. I've traveled. I just came back from Florida. I'm an essential personnel with my business. I've been everywhere.
I understand that.
Okay.
Technically, as a blogger, I'm now essential personnel, but I try not to actually go anywhere.
What I'm saying is I've been everywhere. I've traveled through this whole deal. And nothing.
Yeah, but that's anecdotal. Other people have done the same thing, and there are thousands of dead, so...
I don't believe it's the way they say it is. That's just my personal belief.
You're allowed to do that, but I believe these are minimum numbers. That's how science works.
I believe it's so over-exaggerated that when they bring it out in the end and everything's done, when they're writing down that it was COVID-19, when somebody got killed in a car wreck...
That's never happened.
Wait and see. We'll see.
No, that's...
Hopefully
okay, that comes from this idea that people get paid $39,000 if they die of COVID-19, which isn't true. What happens if somebody goes to the hospital with COVID-19, Medicaid pays $13,000. If they're put on a ventilator, they're paid $39,000. That is where those numbers come from. No one gets paid for writing any cause of death.
Is your will bent?
That one, a little bit.
Better watch that.
Yeah, I am. But same with my front end.
What'd you hit?
I didn't hit anything. Somebody hit my car. Like, the front end was torn up by some big truck with a big grill on it. That I just noticed one day. The same day that my mirror over here was cracked. And I'm like, my mirror's cracked and I got a bent wheel. I wonder what's going on. I mean, that was a while ago. I was in the parking lot of a Unitarian church where I do counseling for drug addicts and people of other addictions like gambling and stuff.
What's a Unitarian church? Is that atheist?
No, a Unitarian church is kind of like all people believe, but they allow people to have different types of meetings. Like they have AA meetings for those people.
Do you say that you're an atheist?
Yes.
So you don't believe in any God?
No God or gods. And that is the absolute definition of atheism. Nothing else included.
Everything just bang happened.
No.
You believe in Darwinism?
Evolution, yes. But
where is things evolving today?
Everything is evolving today.
Yeah, but where is the cycle happening?
Evolution doesn't happen to individuals. Evolution happens to populations. No one ever notices they evolve. And every species is transitional. There is no final form. We won't be like this forever. It mostly happens.
To you when you die?
I'll get cremated, and my particles will be shot into the atmosphere, and the dust will be thrown out into the water, and I'll get to be a part of the new life again as my materials get reused in a very long cycle of life and death and growth, to star birth and death.
You have a soul?
No.
You just have a body?
Yeah.
And a conscience?
That's part of the body. I don't see the conscious as a separate part.
So when you die, you're done?
Yep.
Nothing ever again?
I think that gives life more meaning. Things are meaningful because, like, life is meaningful because it's short. And that's the same for Christians and for atheists. If life was if life on earth was eternal, you wouldn't have meaning in it either. You know, because the meaning you see in life is something after that.
Beyond.
So what I see as the meaning of life is that it's short. So both of us require a finite existence in order to find meaning in life. Something we don't disagree on.
Again, we have to agree to disagree.
Well, I mean, we both do think that our life on earth, being finite, is very important.
I believe that one day all men and women will stand before God Almighty, whose name is Jesus Christ, and be judged.
I'm pretty sure if something like that happens and a God's benevolent, that all the good work I do in my life...
God is benevolent. He is love. But He's also gave us a roadmap, an instruction book in His Word. I gave a Bible study between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. this morning to 6 ministers in Kenya, Africa, that are searching for biblical knowledge. I stayed up almost all night giving a Bible study.
Well, I mean, it's really easy to give people hope with fancy stories who are impoverished. Personally, I think that I see the point. There's plenty to be learned by reading the Bible. I've read it multiple times in different versions. I've read the Torah. I've read the Quran. I've read the Bhagavad Gita of Hinduism. I've read the works of ancient Greek mythologers and Norse mythologers. And all of that has plenty of reason to exist. But there's no reason for me to believe any of them.
Again, we're going to have to...
If you have personal experience and revelation to you,
I have very, very real personal experience.
I understand that. And that to you is proof. But to me, I can't tell if you're lying to me, if you got a hallucination, if you had an honest miracle happen. I'm just saying that these are impossible for me to tell the difference between.
Well, look, you have a good evening.
You too. I'm just an evidence person.
See me out there, you wave.
I wave to everybody. I try to.
Friendly. I'll try to keep anybody. I'm actually over security. You see me out there.
Yeah.
All the time. The only thing that would ever get me riled up is disrespecting one of our ladies. That would be the only thing that
No, I don't disrespect anybody.
In the beginning, it got pretty.
No, only Maggie Spell right after she tried to hit me with her car and then drove up behind me after I finished filing police report on a Monday when y'all didn't have service. I never did anything to anybody else at any time.
I seen the video
of me talking to Maggie.
Grabbing your crotch, flipping her off and stuff.
I never grabbed my crotch. I might have scratched my balls. No.
I seen the video.
But everything I did to her.
Watch the video together.
I've watched the video, and everything I said to her, I agree with. I don't care if I'm not sexist, so I'm not going to use different languages with men and women. I'm not an ageist. I'm not going to change that either. And everything I said in that video, I honestly believe.
Well,
That's my opinion.
I'm just old school Southern.
I didn't break any laws or do anything wrong. The only thing I ever did in that video close to my crotch was pull my pants out.
The video says different, but that's alright too.
Well, y'all also say the video says that that your preacher didn't assault me, even though he clearly did. That is the definition.
Assault.
Okay,
I
why?
Can tell you what Tony Spell was doing.
Why?
Tony Spell was coming to give you a piece of his mind.
And if he wanted to do that, he could have stopped in his driveway.
And
it doesn't matter what he wanted to do.
You know what? All that'll be settled in court.
Yeah, but it doesn't. In court, it doesn't matter what he wanted to do.
Enough to know
He's going to jail.
that video will never stand in any court.
Oh, it will stand in court.
No, sir.
It's already been approved for court.
It won't stand.
Yes, it will.
We'll see. After this is all over, we'll talk again, just like we're doing, friendly.
It's definitely going to stand in court because it's exactly what happened.
That was the biggest.
He drove his bus over 40 feet at me. And
You didn't even flinch.
I walked towards the side of the road perpendicular.
Hey, if you thought you were being assaulted.
Wrong.
I know.
Have you never heard of fight or flight reflex? For the most part of it, I was shocked that he was backing up his bus at all. I didn't think he was going to hit me until all I could see was bus. You go stand behind a bus, let it drive at you until it's 4 feet away, and then suddenly slams on the brakes, you not knowing when that will happen. See how you feel.
All that'll be settled in court.
Yeah, and
I'm sure if they settle in your favor, you'll get money out of it.
I would have to file a lawsuit separately.
But they're not going to settle on that.
They will find him guilty.
If anything, that video proves that there was no assault.
Oh no, it proves that it doesn't even matter how close he got to me or his driving a bus at me to intimidate me, which is what happened from my point of view, which is how the law matters. That is the definition of assault. Whether or not that's what he wanted to do.
We shall see.
And he illegally backed the bus. Does he have a CDL? Then that's gonna be revoked for that illegal backing.
I've had a CDL for 21 years. I've drove professionally for 21 years.
Yeah, an illegal backing.
They will never touch that CDL.
Oh yeah, they will.
Now you're on my playing field.
Well,
I know about CDL and commercial driving. But anyway,
committing assault with a bus, and
right.
I think we're gonna get that going.
I've enjoyed our conversation.
Me too.
So,
thank you for being civil. Like that's really all.
I appreciate not sharing any recording of me.
Oh, this is
just talking like this.
This is for. I only use this for security. Like, I don't share anything on here.
I hate being on.
I understand. This is only for like when people drive up on me and other weird stuff. This is security only. personally. Nothing has happened here. I give you my guarantee that none of your likeness or image or words will in any way be used from this recording, which is being recorded, and not even transcript or anything of the sort.
I appreciate it. Look, you need anything, holler at me.
All right.
I'm around all the time.
I know. I appreciate it. Thank you.
My boys are around all the time.
Yeah, they help. I mean, when that crazy lady came out there, y'all came out and helped.
Yeah, my son told me.
That woman.
See,
I think that woman might have been high.
I'm trying to keep all that.
There's no reason for it.
No,
It's
not.
it makes y'all look bad for no reason. It's probably
Look.
it's not y'all's main people.
Let me explain something to you. I'm 42 years old. I'm not gonna say I'm a highly intelligent, but I got a lot of common sense. I own my own company, and we do well. This is not an occult in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
That's your opinion.
I've been in the apostolic churches all my life. We're nowhere near.
Do you consider Jehovah's Witnesses a cult?
You said something a while ago about them saying that something that was offensive to you about persecuting or whatever. You want to know something that's offensive to me personally? Is somebody to call what I know is not.
Hey, it's still a church. A cult. Christianity was a cult of Judaism when it became to exist.
Don't agree, but that's okay.
But I've
before all this COVID-19, do you know how much we did for the community?
yeah, I really wish y'all get y'all sewer fixed so it didn't smell so bad.
Where?
All along the ditch. You can smell.
Our sewer treatment plant's on the back of the property.
Yep, and when the wind blows right, you can smell it.
It's a man. Do you know how often they come and inspect us?
No idea.
Often.
Okay. I mean, I've just heard the smell wasn't here until the church was here.
I'm talking about fire department, everything.
Well, that's good. Oh.
Anyway, I really just wanted to just kind of get to know you a little bit.
I appreciate it. I mean, we can agree to disagree on things and have a civil conversation. That's a lot better than I can hope out of a lot of people.
Just hard times for everybody.
Also, the times when I'm calling y'all a cult are during satirical videos. So, I know they may be offensive to y'all, but they are satire. So, take that with a grain of salt. When I'm talking in a serious video about, like, number counts that I'm coming up with, which are intentionally low, I don't want to overestimate the number of people inside and report y'all and they're not actually beyond. I'm just.
Trey,
that's
we
just.
We don't care.
I know.
We don't care.
I understand, but I do.
There's 5,000 that show up to go.
Well, no, 5,000 people get in that building.
We will not turn away one person.
You can't put 5,000 people in there, man. Fire
No,
code.
they won't fit. I'm just using that. We would never turn away one person from these doors for any reason.
I just don't see why y'all couldn't have more services with lower numbers of people.
It's not necessary.
I believe it to be. You can believe what you want.
Again,
I just think that your belief puts my life in danger.
No, you're out as much as I am.
Yes, but I'm in the open air by myself.
You're out and about as much as I am.
By myself.
You go to Walmart?
I've been to Walmart